happy place on today, good people. Thank you for I love you too. I hope you feel the love. Thank you for all this amazing, beautiful energy that you've brought into this beautiful Tuesday. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I done got a little thirsty, so I want to get into this mug. Is that all right? Yes, yes. It's time for our mug shot of the day. This is Carol Wade from West Hollywood, California. She sent me this beautiful mug. It's a quote from Miss Maya Angelou. You see it, nothing will work. Let me look at it real good, unless you do. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Thank you, Carol. Keep the mugs and the mugshot coming. Y'all go to jenniferhudsonshow.com or go to our social for details, and we might just feature you and, of course, your beautiful mug on the show. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, listen. You know I be watching y'all backstage sometimes. Oh, you ain't know that? Look at you. You like, ooh, child. Yes, I do. I gotta see what's coming up in my house, child. I need this friend of mine in this suit with the, come on, the yellow right here. What's your name and where you from?
My name is Darian. I'm from Michigan, but I live here in LA now.
I love that.
Thank you.
You brought your best outfit. Can you give us a little twirl around with your outfit on today?
What?
Show us your fashion. If that don't...
First of all, if I'm gonna come and see J Hood, I'm gonna wear my best.
You better tell it.
You better know it.
You better tell it. And I felt it. I said, he wore that for me. Let me see it.
Come on now.
So I wanted to let you have your moment. And if nothing else represents the happy place this does, I love your look.
Thank you.
I love when you wear things that, you know, to me, clothes help you express yourself. Sometimes it's just a statement where you have no words. So when I see people in outfits, I say, hold on, what you want to say to me? I hear you, I see you, so baby, I hear you, I see you, and thank you for being here, all right?
Thank you.
In my house, yes. Listen, okay, which takes me to this, because in my house there's always basketball games on because I love the game. I do have a son who is a basketball fanatic. He got basketball at the swimming pool, basketball in the garage, basketball in the bedroom. When I say everything is basketball, so you know my house is full of basketball and we love watching the games. But have y'all seen the NBA players and what they be wearing before the games? Have y'all seen that lately? So seeing you in your outfit got me thinking about it. Baby, they done turned the tunnels of basketball, the arenas, into a fashion runway. Have y'all seen that? But I have to tell you, I am all for it. So let's look at some NBA players who are making the waves in fashion world just like go crazy, all right? So now, if you watch basketball, you know Russell Westbrook. Yes, he is one of the stars of NBA. There he is on the court. Look at him real good. Okay, because he don't look like that when he walked through that door. Okay, but he's also known for his off-court looks like this one. Yes. And then there's LeBron James, who we all know and love. I told you I love some basketball. I saw him on the court. My son like, Mama, don't start talking to them while they out on the court. So I'm sitting there like, all I could do is smile and point, but they go LeBron James, because I be at those games. But you know, we know LeBron James, we call him King James, but he's also the king of couture with his fresh fits. Yes. They say we're gonna work this hype more than one way, honey, not just on the court, but we're gonna create our own runway, and they have been doing that. Now, this is Philadelphia 76er P.J. Tucker in action on the court. And here's P.J.'s fashion. Check him out. Yes, they be giving it, and I done ran into him at quite a few fashion shows. They love their fashion too. And here's another one of our favorites. James Harden is one of our favorite players. Yes, he is also known to stunt on them off. Do y'all see this look? He was serious about this. Look, get him, James, get him. Okay, see, you see how excited I got about that? I say, express yourself, James. What he got on? He got like 4 key pieces. Is that a big? Okay, listen. Oh my God. But the first one I saw do it, y'all, we gotta give credit to Mr. Dennis Rodman. That's who I first saw. Baby, he would serve a look on and off the court. Do you remember this? Okay? I mean, come through. And speaking of NBA legends, ooh, I'm excited about this. Our first guest is one of the most recognizable names in sports. He's an NBA Hall of Famer and a 9-time All-Star and an analyst for Inside the NBA. Please welcome Charles Barkley, baby! I am such a fan.
Hey, it's This is really cool. Hey, this is really cool. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. You feel the love. They
feel it. Thank y'all for the kindness.
Yes. Oh my God. So I have to ask you,
Okay.
what do you think of the players' fashion today?
Well, I think some of them look great, and I think some of them look like damn fools. To each his own, but some of that stuff don't look good. They said money rubs, money cleans everything. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
No. Some of those dudes look like idiots. and like I say, because we have to, part of our job, we show them all coming in. And sometimes you're like, what the hell?
And you don't mind saying it, huh?
Oh, I don't mind saying it. Somebody needs to tell them. Because I tell people, every single person in the world is different.
Yes.
But there's one thing that every single person does. When you get ready to go out, you look in that mirror one last time. And some of these people need to fix their mirror. Yeah. Some of them, I said, yo, man, there's no way you looked in that mirror that last time and said, oh, I look good. There's no way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know if I should ask this next question. Did you care about fashion starting out?
It's a little different because, number one, we didn't really care about fashion because, I'm so old. We didn't have ESPN. Seriously, we didn't have ESPN. We didn't have social media.
Right.
So I could dress like that because we were flying commercial.
You were?
Yeah, and there was no cameras filming us walking in the gym like it is now. And that's just for comfort.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It is?
The most important thing is to be comfortable.
Okay.
You got to learn that.
That's right.
You
Y'all
gotta
hear
learn
that?
See, a lot of these women in the audience, they be trying to look all cute. And they know their feet be hurting.
Yes!
sometimes.
I do. My feet be hurting.
Y'all know y'all feet be hurting.
Yes!
And y'all be looking all cute. Y'all look cute and sexy, but deep down you're saying, damn, my feet hurt. Yeah.
Good. I'm happy to hear from you because, fashion is, it's painful. It hurts. No, it hurts, right?
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Well, anyway, happy belated birthday. You just turned 60?
Yeah.
You turned 60? How does that
It's starting to get real now.
feel? Yeah.
When you turn 60, like, oh, man. And, I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. Whatever happens, I've had a magnificent life.
Yes.
But it's starting to get real now. I'm a golfing fanatic.
Oh.
So I'm somewhere on the back nine. I hope it's like 10 or 11. But if it's 17 or 18, that's all good, too. That's all right.
Oh, my God.
It's good to get old.
Yes.
The best thing ever happened to me just happened. I became a grandfather.
Congratulations.
It is. It's amazing.
Is it changing? What's different? How you like it?
Two guys I admire, Ernie Johnson and Clark Kellogg, said, yo, man, being a grandpa gonna change your life. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be exciting. But when this little man is around me,
Wow.
he's about 9-10 months now.
Oh.
I love being around him, and man, it is the coolest thing ever.
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I see what all these grandparents be bragging about now.
Are you the kind that spoils them?
Yes, but I've started acting like a white person now.
Oh, what's that mean?
Because white people love to show you their kids, which is the most annoying damn thing in the world.
I thought that was all people.
No. Black people, we don't go around showing our kids. I know your kid's cute. I don't care. But now I find myself, hey, look at my grandbaby. Cause Ernie, who's the best dude ever, I'm like, yeah, man, I know your grandkids are cute. I don't want to see them every week. Yeah. And so now I found myself, hey, look at my little Henry. Yeah. So I says, I understand all the excitement now. Yeah, I do.
So you could.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. Will you stick around for a little bit?
Of course.
All right. More with Charles Barkley. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Charles Barkley. I hope you're enjoying the NBA playoffs on TNT. And I hope you have enjoyed my T-Mobile Fave 5 list. I'm a dumbass.
How about on the suit of armor? Don't you?
Hey, don't do nothing. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Hey, put the gun down, Chuck.
Welcome back. We're with Charles Barkley. Listen, so you're celebrating 23 years of inside the NBA?
Yeah, I can't believe it. You know, Ernie gives me a hard time because when I first got the job, he says, Chuck, be honest with me, how long you gonna be here? I said, Ernie, I'm gonna be here 2 years and I'm gonna get a real job. And then I realized this is the easiest money I'm ever gonna make. And I just hope I don't die on TV. Because I ain't going nowhere. They pay me to watch, like, you watch basketball?
Yes.
They pay me to watch basketball. Wow. It's like stealing. Yeah.
You're good at it.
Yeah. Well, because
You're great.
Thank you. Because I don't take it that serious.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people, I was like, teacher, fireman, somebody in the armed service, firefighter. Those are like real people, real jobs. I admire, those are like jobs.
Yes.
Dribbling a stupid ball around is just fun. But like I say, you have to understand your place. Like my job, I want people to watch basketball and have a good time. That's it, period.
Well, you definitely add to that. That's for sure.
So the reason I wanted to meet you.
Okay.
I've been dying this. So in Dreamgirls.
Oh my God.
No.
What?
No, in Dreamgirls. I'm a movie aficionado, so that's one of my favorite movies.
It
but
is?
The Solo. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
But I did my fair share of acting. How many times did you sing that song?
Well, that's a good, look, he done flipped it on me, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, in the scene, well, see, that was a pre-record, right? I recorded it one time.
Okay.
For that moment, because you can't duplicate emotion.
You cannot.
You cannot duplicate it. It has to be raw and real, so that was one record. But I did sing live on the set.
Okay.
Along with it, and that was really emotion. And what I was really thinking in the back of my head when I was crying all those tears was, I'm like, oh my God, they wrapped the chairs, the extras, everybody, and I was the last thing standing, and I had the ultimate headache from crying all the emotion and singing, and I was just like, you're gonna... Lord, I felt like I had a baby. Yeah, but I love that you love that movie.
You're a very talented lady.
Thank you. I did not see that coming. Oh my God.
You know, I when I was in my heyday, it was a pain in the ass to go out all the time. So I became addicted to movies. So I would go to the movies like 3-4 days a week. Cause like, it's like one of the only few places like, hey, I'm coming in, it's gonna be hot and dark, slip me in the back, watch the movie. So, because that's like one of the few places. Cause you know, for some reason, people think when you go out in public, you're there to talk to them. They're like, what are you doing at the supermarket? I'm shopping, fool.
It's me. Me.
What are you doing at the dry cleaner? Getting my clothes. And people are very nice.
Yes.
But they think you're out to talk to them. It makes me laugh every time. Like, what are you doing in the supermarket? Yeah, I came to get food and stuff, just like you.
I totally understand that. Okay, we gotta talk about, because he flipped the script on me. Now let's get back on track here. Yeah. You're one of the greatest rebounders in the NBA history. Okay? Tell me about this special technique you had. What was that?
Well, I have a big bottom.
You are hilarious.
I try to put it on many guys as possible.
Is that...
Hey, it's hard to get around this big ass. It's hard to get around it. There you go, right there is a good example.
See,
hey, let me tell you something. He's not gonna move. Once you put that ass on somebody, they're not gonna move.
So that's what you was thinking?
Hey, that's the great Larry Bird. Once you put that ass on somebody, they're stuck there.
Can you show us?
You want to get stuck there?
Oh, you want to go to me? Oh my God! Okay, you go. Come on.
Okay.
Oh Lord! Pick me if he knocks me down, okay?
So, when the ball's getting ready to go up, first thing I'm doing is boom.
Oh, yeah, you right.
Hey, if you try to go that way or that way, I'm moving. Hey, it's a lot of work.
That's legit.
That's a legit.
Okay, that's your technique.
Man.
Listen. Oh, my God, I'm about to tell my son about that one. We're back with Charles Barkley.
Oh, I do have one more complaint.
He got another complaint. We sitting back for this.
When we were getting ready for the show, some of these people were dancing. Everybody can't dance. Hey, I don't want to be personal and get into specifics, but some of y'all stay in your seat next time.
Good job.
I can't. I do love the suit, though.
You see the suit?
I do.
Ain't he sharp?
Yeah, he's sharp.
He's sharp. He did that. I said he wore that for me.
But it was fun watching them dance. But a couple of them, I can't unsee that. Like,
oh, my God. Listen. How do you go to the next moment? You know what? I love me some Family Feud. I got to see you on Family Feud.
that was one of the most stressful things.
What do you mean?
Hey.
What was stressful about it? Because you know I'm trying to get there.
Because you had to come up with them answers quick.
Yeah?
And like, when somebody takes your answer and they get the X, they come to you, like...
But you're not thinking about it the moment before?
You thinking about it until they take your damn answer.
So the person before you take your answer.
And you like, and before you could think of something else, like, eh. It turned out well.
Okay. Cause you won,
Steve was killing me because one of the questions was, if your zipper broke in church, what would you put in front of you? And I said, somebody took Van, somebody took the Bible, and when it got to me, I said, a baby. Hey, all I could think of. Hey, and y'all laughing, it was there.
It was still up there?
It's like 5 people said a baby, a child. I like, you're under stress. But it turned out good, but I was like, uh-oh. And Steve went off on me, but thank God there were 5 or 6 other people said baby.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that show. It's my dream to get this, so I'm glad you just gave me some tips. So I gotta have extra answers ready in case somebody steal my answer.
You got to have an extra answer ready, because you got to understand something, your answers dwindle. Like, you might have 2 or 3 good answers, but if you're like the 4th person, they've taken all the good answers.
Yeah.
And then you're like, uh-oh. So it's stressful.
It's
fun, though.
It's fun.
It's fun, but it's stressful.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta talk about this. This is a serious debate. Remember, this is a family show, okay? Is it who's the GOAT? Family show, LeBron or MJ?
Well, you gotta put Kareem in there.
Kareem?
Yeah.
Kareem? Yes.
You gotta put Kareem. Well, I think that's a really unfair question. And not from you, like, when guys try to talk about it, you have to go from generation to generation.
I agree with that.
Because I'm not going to disrespect Kareem.
Right.
And I don't want to disrespect LeBron, because LeBron is amazing. Mm-hmm. But I got drafted with Michael, played my entire career with Michael. Wow. He's the best I ever played against. I never got an opportunity to play against LeBron. You know, and I don't want to leave off Magic and Bird.
Right. Yes.
I mean, yeah.
See, that's the response of a real GOAT himself.
And I apologize. I don't even want to leave off the late, great Kobe Bryant.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Because I've always said that Michael's, in my opinion, then it's Kobe, then LeBron. But like I say, LeBron's, what he's accomplished is amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. He's a great person, too.
Yes. Greatness.
Yes.
Spoken from greatness.
Thank you.
Okay. More with Charles. We'll be right back. Okay. I can't have you sit on this couch and not ask you. My son loves basketball. He wants to be a player. Yeah. Do you have any advice for him?
Yeah, you know what I tell kids, you don't know how good you're gonna get until later. So just have fun right now, because at some point, they will let you know if you're good enough to keep going.
Okay.
So I tell kids, hey, just play and have fun, because at some point, whether it's high school, college, or the NBA, they will tell you when it's over. But I tell kids, the number one reason you should play sports is try to get a scholarship, because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's so expensive to go to college. It's really unfair, because we eliminate so many kids academically who could go to certain schools, they just don't have the financial means. Right. But if you're lucky enough to get a scholarship, man, it takes a big burden off your parents.
Love that. Yeah. You listening, little David? All right. Yeah. Okay, you're known for being honest and just always truthful.
Yes.
Like, that's just amazing. So I got a few things I wanna get your, you to just be Charles on us, okay?
Gotcha.
Because his answers are hilarious, don't you think so? I'm so fascinated, I don't know what to do. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, My Way by Frank Sinatra.
Oh. I mean, Charles, you want to give us a line or two of it?
Well, you have to be drunk and you have to have the words. Nobody does karaoke sober. I mean, that's why you do karaoke. If you could actually sing, they'd be you. Like, hey, seriously, you've been with friends like, I'm great at karaoke. Like, first of all, you're not. If you could actually sing, you'd be like getting paid to do it. You wouldn't be at a bar.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. See, you're amazing. What's the worst purchase you've ever made?
A Porsche. Early in my career, cars are stupid. Oh. You don't waste money on cars.
Oh.
That's just stupid.
I love a car.
No. You don't waste money on cars.
I'm listening.
I actually bought 2 Porsches, and then I realized that they make you go fast. There's certain cars that you have to drive fast.
Okay.
Yeah, so like now in my life, I have a Kia. It gets me from A to B. I'm just trying to get to A to B. Yeah.
Very wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about sharing food at dinner?
I hate that. I hate that more than anything in the world. Yeah, because they order crap that I don't want. I know what I want to eat. So I want to eat what I want to eat. You order what you want. Because if you like mine and I don't like yours, I'm getting screwed in that deal. So I don't share food. Okay. I do not share food. No. You get what you want. I mean, we can share appetizers, but my main course, I'm gonna get what I want, because I know it's gonna be good. I don't know what your crap is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta do one more, because I love your responses.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your current man crush?
Well, I just had to get rid of Tom Brady because he retired. Tom Brady, who's a great person and obviously a great football player. I met him a couple times, and I made the mistake of looking him in the eyes. And once I looked him in the eyes, I don't remember anything he said after that. It was just like gibberish. But now that he's retired, I had to get rid of him. And the next guy, and I haven't met this guy yet, but I do, Idris Elba.
Oh,
yeah.
Go look him in the eyes.
Yeah.
Go look him in the eyes.
He's the next guy, like, I got to meet that guy, because he looks so cool to hang out with and be around. So I really want.
He's next up.
He's next up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't look him too deep in the eyes.
I gotta find a way to meet him.
You will.
Yeah, because like I say, I just went to Patriots game and to meet Tom, but like I don't know. Me and Idris don't hang out. First of all, he's from England too, right?
Yes.
So I got to get to England and find him somewhere.
Maybe we could get him here. Y'all could come meet at the Jennifer Hudson show. Maybe we could do that. I'm just saying. If you'll come back, will you come back again?
I will come back for sure.
We love you so much and appreciate you being here. Thank you. He is hilarious. Watch Charles doing the NCAA tournament coverage this Thursday through Sunday across TBS and CBS. We'll be right back. Don't you sometimes wish that you had someone to just coach you in life? Well, today we have someone here who does just that. Get ready to feel better, y'all. Please welcome Ria Williams. What is it that people can do to live their best lives?
You know what, I wouldn't be myself if I didn't say this. First of all, it feels like such a divine appointment for me to be here today, and I'll tell you why. Oh. From the moment I stepped on the lot, there's just such a spirit of peace and happiness, and everybody, you guys are the bomb. You are. Because I was nervous, I'm gonna be honest, but it's like the spirit is just palpable, so I'm just so grateful for you guys being here, and thank you for having me. It really is an honor.
Oh my God, thank you for saying that.
Of course, it's just the truth.
Oh my God.
I am a truth teller, so okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm sorry, I threw us off, but
no, you
I
didn't.
think, so there's two things that comes to mind. I think one, people are stuck. And so we all are human. You know, life gives us ups and downs. Yeah. And so I just have found over the years that people are either stuck a particular place in their life or they're stuck just not knowing what the next move should be, feeling like something is off. So that's one thing. And I think another thing is people don't know who they are. They don't know what they like. They're so often defined by what we do or the hats that we wear. And so I think that's an honor. That's definitely my honor, is to help guide people through that process. So I think that's the two things that come to mind.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing.
Yes.
We need this. We love this here.
We do.
So what's some tips to help people live their best
Ooh,
lives?
are y'all ready for some tips?
Oh, yeah.
My God. How many people feel like they're living their best life? Okay. See? And that's not everybody. So you guys keep me working, okay? So the first thing is to know who you are. I just spoke about that, okay? Now, what I mean by that, it's like, what are your core values? What makes you tick? What makes you happy? I know that there's a lot of parents, a lot of caregivers, a lot of entrepreneurs like myself, just life. You're busy, you're consumed. So taking the time to know who you are, to know what you like and don't like. The foundation of all relationships starts with you. So if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what you like, oftentimes we look to other people and to external sources. That's not the way to go, because that only makes you more confused. So I just always start with that. What makes you tick? And so that's one. Okay, you ready for number two?
Number two.
Okay, I just talked about caretakers, and I know a lot of them, and I have a lot of them as clients, mothers, parents, even in some cases, family members who care for other family members. When you have, sometimes we get filled up, we get consumed, and you don't know that you're burnt out until you're burnt out. Like, you might kind of say, okay, things are kind of mundane, or maybe, you know, life is just not giving me that spark that I need. So my tip, I love acronyms, APP, assess, prioritize, and plan, okay? Now, it's not rocket science. I didn't make this up. I did come up with the three, with the three letters. So assessing, when you think about every hat that you wear, right? You write down, if I'm a parent, this is it. If this is my work, as a family member, write everything down, all of the things that you have to do. Prioritize, okay, what is the right now goal? What is a right now need? What needs to be done right now? Because sometimes when the cup gets filled, it just starts overflowing. You don't have room for anything else. So prioritizing those things, I like to color code. I say, hey, clients, let's do what's number 1, 2, 3, and then planning. Planning your work, working your plan. So it's like handle all of those things in priority order. And even though it might feel kind of like mundane to write it out, you'll start noticing that burden lifting.
Yes.
So that's what I love to do. Number 3, you ready?
We're number 3.
Okay, because I can do this all day long.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna contain myself.
You to.
Number 3, setting healthy boundaries. Okay? Setting healthy boundaries.
Yes.
But guess what? There's a lot of terms that we use, like self-love and healthy boundaries, but very rarely do people kind of get underneath that. And I honestly lead with self-boundaries, healthy boundaries. Your yeses are your yes. Your no's are no. People will treat you how you treat yourself. And so often, I'll just use New Year's resolutions as a goal. Sometimes clients will say, oh, I want to start working out. Or I want to, stay home more often. But then the minute that, life pulls or something pulls, then you dishonor yourself. The minute that you say, you don't keep your word. So if you have to keep your word to yourself, setting boundaries. The other thing is, relationship-wise, I have to throw this in there, kind of instinctively if something is serving you or if something is kind of depleting you. And it could be anybody in your life. But the truth is, you know it. And we battle in our minds, we battle with guilt, we battle because who it might be, you feel bad. At the end of the day, you have got to set healthy boundaries. It is okay to say no. it is okay to say, hey, I'm gonna just stay in, or, you know, you have to let people kind of walk their own journey. So I work a lot with that. So setting healthy boundaries.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel not guilty when you do? Because sometimes we don't set those boundaries, and then when you do, you know, you're like, okay, how do you keep yourself from feeling guilty of setting those boundaries?
Well, you know what? I think it's just being mindful of knowing that everyone has their journey. And this literally applies even from parent to child. Everyone's journey is their own. So often we love people, we care for people, so we want to jump in, you know?
Yes.
And at the end of the day, we don't want to hinder someone else's growth. We don't want to hinder the lessons that life, and, you know, I'm a believer, that God would put in someone's path. We don't see that we're rescuing them, saving them, and then depleting ourselves. Because there's a lot of lessons in the journey, even if it involves some bumps, you know?
Yeah, hold the line. We're gonna go to break, and you're gonna give us a little bit more.
Okay.
Because we're receiving it all.
Okay.
We'll be more
Okay.
right back, y'all.
Okay.
Okay, give us some more of the tips.
Okay, y'all still ready? You
We
with
are
me?
ready.
All right.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so tip number 4, cultivating healthy friendships and healthy relationships. Now notice I use the word cultivate on purpose, and I'll tell you why. So often people, you know how you have like your childhood friends or your friends from back in the day, or even a family member, you kind of can take for granted, like, oh, they're in my front row. I like to use a theater as an analogy. They're in my front row. So you just kind of like, you don't have to put in the same work, but that's not true. So I deal with a lot of clients sometimes that struggle in singleness, and I'm like, you know what? Relationships are classrooms. So you don't just all of a sudden fall in love and learn how to communicate. You don't all of a sudden fall in love and know how to ask for what you want. So guess what? Our friendships provide us that opportunity to speak up. Or guess what? To confront, to challenge something. If you see someone you love and you have some truth to tell, speak it in love, but you gotta speak it.
You gotta
Because
speak
you just
it.
don't.
Because that's healthy love.
It's healthy love.
And a healthy
And we
relationship.
all know, and I'm not gonna mention no names on this beautiful, happy place, but we all know what it's like when people don't have truth tellers around them. You
Yes.
can just tell, you know?
I'd rather you tell me the truth.
Period. Hello?
Okay.
Let me know. Keep
Yes.
it together. So yes, cultivating those relations, and honestly, it builds confidence as well. So, the more that you own, what you're feeling and be able to communicate, then you feel more confident when you make your own choices. So that has been something that's been a real staple. And then, are you ready for the last tip?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't do much without a snap. That's just the sister and the girl. So number 5 would be make intentional time for YOU. Make intentional time for you. Intentional, okay? I'm very careful with my words. Words have power, so intentionality is everything, and I'm gonna say why as well. The number one thing that people don't realize, we get on the airplane sometimes and they'll say, put the oxygen mask on yourself before you. That's it. That's the fundamental rule. So when your cup is empty, how can you pour out of it? When you are, busy and caught into even, the most successful people to those that are kind of like trying to find their purpose, at the end of the day, if you don't say in a week's time, now I like to say, set a daily time for yourself. But if you don't do that, then you can't honor anyone else. You can't give from the whole place of yourself if you're just giving yourself the scraps. So just setting a date with yourself. If it's 5 minutes in the morning, okay? Just with you, let it be done. And I guarantee
But that's needed and
is.
necessary.
It is.
Okay,
It is.
self-care.
Yes, self-care.
Okay, what would you say to someone if they're watching and they can't take the steps? Or, what would you say to them?
Dear person, let me tell you something. I am a human, and I know what it feels like to wonder if change is possible. So what I would tell them is to have an open heart, have an open mind, and be willing to speak to someone. It doesn't, I love what I do, but part of the trick is thinking that, oh, nobody can help me, or I don't, and that's okay. The same way you would hire a personal trainer or a nutritionist. It's okay for a season, and I always frame this for clients. It doesn't mean lifelong, nothing's wrong with you, but sometimes it takes just a little bit of help and encouragement to untangle the cobwebs,
Right.
or in the therapy world, we use the term pull back the onion. It's okay. So I would just say have an open heart, have an open mind, and realize that you're not alone. You are not alone. Okay?
That's it right there.
Okay?
You're
You are
not alone.
You're not.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
Will you
for
come back
having
again?
me. I would love to.
This is amazing. You fit the happy place well. I love it. To learn more about Rhea and how to live your best life, visit JenniferHudsonShow.com. We'll be right back. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.